Typical travel errors and how to avoid them. 1. Having a schedule that is too ambitious. Instead, be adaptable. Don't be reluctant to alter your plans in the event of bad weather or a cash crunch. Know how long it takes to get from A to B. Not by distance, but by travel method, car, bus, train, etc. Add extra time to allow for rest breaks and potential delays. Don't forget that you don't have to see the entire nation in a single trip. Preparing to do so would make you feel unfulfilled. 2. Overpacking. Instead, do not overpack, simply bring what you need and know you will utilize. Purchase the remainder when you arrive, possibly at a fraction of the price. Once everything is packed, go over your belongings and make one more effort to lighten the load. 3. Blindly trusting the first directions you get from a local. Instead, cast a wide net of motion. For instructions to the same location, consult many people. Accept their assistance politely and look for more assistance on the next block if the person hesitates or appears to be looking up for an answer. Follow the prevailing opinion. 4. Complete reliance on guidebooks. Instead, guidebooks are designed to inform, not to define, your trips. Put the guidebook down and engage locals and other tourists while visiting the location. 5. Ignoring the spending plan and running out of cash. Instead of seeing your budget as a limitation, you should see it as a means to have a more original and real experience of the location. Make a manageable, realistic budget that includes some wiggle space for unforeseen costs. In order to know exactly how much money you have available to spend while on a long-term trip, arrange weekly transfers from your savings to your checking account, much like a paycheck. 6. Not making a backup and losing photos as a result of a virus or a stolen camera. Instead, on a regular basis, make a backup of your photos on a USB drive or in a cloud service like iCloud, Dropbox, or Google Drive. Or you can host them online at your blog's FTP or on websites like Google Photos, Flickr, and IM, to name a few. It's better to avoid making this error because it can be quite heartbreaking. From my personal experience, one of the most priceless things you can take away from your travels is your memories. Make many backups if you can. 7. Selecting flights with brief layovers, missing your connecting connection as a result. Instead, allow at least a few hours between flights to account for any potential delay situation, flight delay, long customs line, long distance between terminals, etc. For instance, the Philadelphia airport advises travelers to get there 2 hours before an aircraft is scheduled to take off. 8. Failing to double-check your paperwork and reservations for errors. Instead, verify all of your paperwork and reservations, including those for hotels, airlines, trains, buses, etc. Always confirm the date, time, and venue to ensure that they are scheduled properly. Additionally, make sure your name is spelled accurately on your flight reservation. 9. Refusing to buy insurance. Instead, you will profit from spending those extra few dollars by feeling more secure in case something happens, lost baggage, trip delay or cancellation, medical emergency, etc. To determine what is covered and whether it meets your needs, read the fine print. 10. Failing to notify the bank of upcoming international transactions. Instead, inform the bank in advance of all the nations you'll be visiting so they know it's you using the card if you don't want your debit card to be suspended for strange behavior. 11. Forgetting to account for multiple time zones when making travel arrangements. Instead, verify the various time zones between locations A and B, the travel time, and the number of time zones you transit. Consider this while scheduling your reservations. 12. Failure to make copies of significant documents. Instead, keep a hard copy of your identification documents, such as your passport and IDs, as well as a digital copy safe, preferably in the form of a password-protected .pdf, on a hidden email account that is simple to access. In the event that you misplace your original documents, having copies makes it easier to verify your identity and expedites the renewal procedure. 13. Exchanging a lot of money before departing from home. Instead, just enough money to carry you by till you reach the first ATM or kiosk offering a reasonable exchange rate at your destination should be exchanged. Alternately, take out cash from an ATM as soon as you arrive instead of using the airport exchange booths. They charge exorbitant fees and charges. 14. Reaching the incorrect airport. Instead, double-check your reservation to confirm the right airport and terminal when traveling to large cities with several airports. I'm telling you, this error might cost you dearly. 15. Following the tourist route. Instead, dare to venture beyond what is typically done and observed. Don't just copy what others have done, create your own experiences. Go off the beaten track. Frequently, the greatest possibilities and the best experiences are concealed there. 16. Luring pickpockets in with eye-catching things. Instead, keep your valuables hidden and exercise common sense. In fact, don't wear them if you don't need to. DSLR cameras, laptops, and other pricey equipment should be carried around in a lockable pack and used as needed. 17. Lack of cultural sensitivity. Instead, make an effort to comprehend the local customs and environment. An open mind will make it easier for you to fit in, enjoy and absorb the culture in a more interactive way, and prevent you from unintentionally insulting people. 18. Keeping all of your money in one location. Instead, don't place all of your eggs in one basket. Keep your cash in a variety of safe places and try not to carry too much of it. 19. Being unaware of your credit card's extra foreign transaction fees. Instead, to confirm the transaction charge for international transactions, contact your bank. Keep in mind that international businesses might impose the foreign transaction tax even if they bill you in your preferred currency, such as the US dollar. The finest credit cards for travel are discussed in further detail on this page.